Did Manchester United have a better season than Arsenal Football Club? I'm sure all your Manchester United friends and family will not leave you alone and are still blowing up your phone, people. Me personally, if you watched my FA Cup final watch along, I said Manchester United would win purely because magic of the FA Cup. Ten Hag's, it's in disarray. There were shades of when Arsenal last won it, and I'm pretty sure Manchester United's youth won the FA Youth Cup, people. So there were just some reasons as to why I thought they would win it, but they won't shut up, people. Now, have Manchester United, on reflection, had a better season than Arsenal? You know what? If that's what any Man United fan or football fan or Arsenal fan believes, then fair enough. At the end of the day, I don't think winning is everything in football. I don't think that kind of stuff. I think things are deeper than that. But at the end of the day, for big clubs, it's about winning. Ten Hag's got 2 trophies at Man United to his name. Obviously, the players in their squad that when they won the League Cup and the FA Cup, they've got something in history. Their names are etched in it. They're not Spurs, so they're not going to make DVDs, but they're etched in history. And at the end of the day, as a footballer, I always say this: where you look at the Prem, the Champs, the League Cup, the FA Cup, any cup competition, when you look at how many people or players and teams participate in competitions year in, year out, to those who actually win, it's like that. And at the end of the day, when these players retire and they become fathers, if they're not already, and grandfathers and great grandfathers, there's something to show the grandkids. They've got medals, really, and as I said, they're etched in history. So I can't disagree if that's what if that's what it's about. There is every logic. I don't think there's a right and wrong answer. At the end of the day, as much as I like where Arsenal Football Club are going, what we've done, all the positive statistics would be here all day: clean sheets, goals, set pieces, all of the things that we're doing and the project and that's all great. But there's no trophies. There's nothing. 20 years from now, there might be documentaries that, in the vein of In the All or Nothing, that shows that these last 2 years in particular were building blocks, but there's nothing etched in history. There's no "we fought Man City to the last day of the season." So I can't disagree with that. But I don't, so again, trophies are trophies, and Man United are a club that are going to win trophies. And I don't personally think Ten Hag is the guy for United. But at the end of the day, he's got 2 trophies on his CV at Manchester United. It's a lazy analysis, but that's the way to look at it. Which, again, to be fair though, when we won our last FA Cup and it was on the flip side, we never got that, really and truly. I wouldn't trade places with Man United necessarily. Of course, I'm an Arsenal fan. We won the FA Cup the most times. We won the English Super Cup in August. I would love to win silverware, but I wouldn't trade that for 8th. Again, I think, at the end of the day, they won and they did the underdog thing and whatnot. But at the end of the day, when you break it down, they had 14 losses, 14 losses in the league. Ten Hag seems to be losing the war with player power. They had a lot of injuries. The squad isn't built correctly. They haven't got the depth. There's all of these things. They finished 3rd or 4th in the Champions League group stages. They're breaking all sorts of negative Manchester United statistics. The club is in disarray, even down to the roof. A massive club like Manchester United shouldn't be moving how they're moving, and they're really, in my opinion, doing their fans dirty. The season ticket holders, the fans that wake up in whatever country at stupid o'clock, they're doing them dirty. So at the end of the day, you could say that, they won the FA Cup. That's etched in history, but when you start to peel things back, we're in much better health than them. Now, I'm not saying Man United are going to be like that forever. They're making several backroom changes. I don't know if Ten Hag will or won't be there. You'd imagine they start to recruit and things like that. So yeah, man, I can't disagree if they say that, but I wouldn't trade what we have at this moment with them, which in the grand scheme of things is nothing, but I wouldn't trade it because that means, okay, cool, we would have won the FA Cup, but there's still several question marks around the majority of the players, with several leaving and some not seeing eye to eye with Ten Hag. There's question marks over the manager, whether it's how he handles players, whether it's his tactics, whether whatever you want to look at, disappointed in the Champions League and are not there now. Not that we won it, but I wouldn't trade any of the, obviously I'd want to win a trophy. If we could have got second and won the FA Cup, then yeah, but once you peel back the layers from winning that, the club is in disarray. And I'm not saying we're out of the tunnel yet. We're in a much healthier sentiment, but we need to move forward, really. So it's a delicate one. So I can't disagree with any football fan that says, they had a better season, they won a trophy. That's great, fair enough. But I don't think that's necessarily true. If you were to ask football fans, what club looks healthier right now, Arsenal or Manchester United? Which one looks like they're all singing from the same hymn sheet, Arsenal or Manchester United? If you was to ask Arsenal fans, even the most pessimistic of fans, which club looks healthier on all cylinders? It's us. Which club looks more likely to win, the Premier League next year or fight City again, it looks like us. And again, we need to get over the line because processing and all of these things has to reach the promised land. There's no point, working hard and eating correctly and trying your best to be, to be financially free if there's not a promised land to put you in good stead, really and truly. So yeah, man, I do think Arsenal, we need to be patient. I say patient lightly because we had opportunities to win trophies. We need to win trophies. At the end of the day, if we big up Arteta and these players and all of this stuff and we haven't got anything etched in history, then where we at with that, people? As I said, I think most non-biased Man United fans, in their heart, they would swap their climate of a football club with ours, not the trophy. At the end of the day, Man United have won the 2024 FA Cup, and that, it's great for Ten Hag, it's great for the players, it's great for the fans. So I could understand it. And again, I can't disagree because I don't think there is any right or wrong answer. I think it's lazy with the title stuff, with the trophy stuff, but at the same time, it's not necessarily wrong. But when we last won the FA Cup, we never got that. I understand agendas need to agenda, and we've got to remember we won the English Super Cup in August, so technically we won a trophy. But yeah, on a serious note, that's all I've got to say. Let me know your thoughts. I don't think there is any right or wrong answers. As I said, if Arsenal fans think they've had a better season, great. If Man United fans say we've won a trophy that's etched in history, I can't disagree with that. I don't think there's any right or wrong answer. Football is subjective. The world would be boring and football the same if we all felt the same way. So with that being said, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Smash the like button and let me know your thoughts, people, because I'm sure there's a lot of things that you lot have to say. Take care, stay blessed, check out the rest of the other vids. Peace.